When I was 8 years old, I saw Raiders of the Lost Ark in Charlotte, North Carolina. I walked out of there and was so inspired. I loved the movie, and I knew I wanted to be that guy. I grew up where, when a door closed, a window didn't open. The only thing I had was cracks. I'd do everything to get through those cracks: scratch, claw, bite, push, bleed. Now the opportunity is here. The door is wide open, and it's as big as a garage. I can eat 2 large pizzas and a tray of brownies in one sitting. I'm not sharing that. We can get another one, but I ain't sharing. I love making movies, but there's nothing like performing live. My philosophy is, it's always very rewarding when you can make an audience laugh. I don't mind making fun of myself. I like self-deprecating comedy, but I'd like you to laugh with me occasionally too. I found that with depression, one of the most important things you could realize is that you're not alone. I've always seen first responders as unsung heroes and very special people because when everyone else is running away from danger, they run into it. I can hold my own when it comes to burping. I've got a good feeling that I could win a championship. WWE is a space where I thrived, and I loved, and I still do. I love connecting with an audience. That is the greatest thing about going back to WWE. If you tell me there's something I can't do, I want to do it even more, especially when it comes to entertaining. Working out anchors my day. My goal was never to be the loudest or the craziest. It was to be the most entertaining. For Hercules, I went for the demigod look, big and mean. When you're playing a character like the son of Zeus, you only get one shot. For different roles, my condition and training and diet does alter. Depending on the role, it will really dictate the type of training I do. I have an immense amount of respect for acting. I've always loved movies and was always fascinated by movie making. But to become an actor, I wanted to commit myself. Mickey Rourke's character in The Wrestler, that was my dad, that was my uncles, that was so many members of my family. It was the only thing they knew. And then they would end up wrestling for $100, go to autograph signings for $200. Not only do I think being nice and kind is easy, but being kind, in my opinion, is important. Around every corner, always protect the engine that powers you. I am not The Rock. I am Dwayne Johnson. I was born to play Hercules. I have loved and honored the mythology over the years since I was a kid. When I first broke into Hollywood, Hercules was one of the movies that I not chased because I didn't have the power to chase anything, but always had in the back of my mind. I was a bit challenged when I was younger to stay on the right path. As an athlete, you'd better laugh at yourself when you slip in the mud. I've been through natural disasters. I lived down in Miami and was down there for Hurricane Andrew, which was a Category 5. There were members of my family that thought they were going to die. Everyone was in the bathtub. You got to keep your finger on the pulse of what your audience is thinking and know what they'll accept from you. Come on, you can't name a truck after a chick. When I was 10, I won the horseshoe throwing contest at summer camp. I was also the wiffle ball champion in my town. I liked his ability to deal with a lot of the negativity that surrounded him. Even though he was in a world that he didn't want to be in, he still saw the bigger picture. The single most powerful thing I can be is to be myself. I was raised by strong women, and that DNA is in my daughter and wife. The one thing that I keep learning over and over again is that I don't know nothing. I mean, that's my life lesson. For me, training is my meditation, my yoga, hiking, biking all rolled into one. Wake up early in the morning, generally around 4 o'clock, and I'll do my cardio on an empty stomach. Stretch, have a big breakfast, and then I'll go train. I absolutely believed when I was young because the tooth fairy was always good to me. The tooth fairy generally left me $1 or $2, and as a kid, that was a lot of money. Success isn't always about greatness. It's about consistency. Consistent hard work leads to success. Greatness will come. Check your ego at the door. The ego can be the great success inhibitor. It can kill opportunities, and it can kill success. Attitude and enthusiasm play a big part in my life. I get excited about the things that inspire me. I also believe in laughing and having a good time. With drive and a bit of talent, you can move mountains. I know. I've done it. I'll never, ever be full. I'll always be hungry. Obviously, I'm not talking about food. Growing up, I had nothing for such a long time. Someone told me a long time ago, and I've never forgotten it. Once you've ever been hungry, really, really hungry, then you'll never, ever be full. Oh, I can keep many secrets, so I would be a phenomenal secret agent. I love secrets. What I like to do is get the family in the pickup truck, and then we just go for a drive. That's it. I knew early on that I wanted to entertain in some form, and I knew I would work as hard as anyone to do it. Wrestling is intimate. You can reach out and touch the wrestlers. I want someone who can trust that my big hands are going to take care of them. I want to be a man who is truthful and who won't let pride get in the way of my ripping myself open to my partner and saying, "Here I am. This is me." I feel there's something powerful when a man reaches a point in his life when he can be completely vulnerable. I'm a passionate, hardcore fisherman. Biggest fish I caught? A 200-pound tarpon. My reputation precedes me now. I learned a long time ago how to be coachable. I'm always asked, what's the secret to success? But there are no secrets. Be humble, be hungry, and always be the hardest worker in the room. I like to use the hard times in the past to motivate me today.